Episode 2 takes a look into breaking into the industry. It takes a look into cracking your first audition or your first gig.
Running a couple of errands, I have to renew my license.
And that gig that defines your entry into the industry.
Do you have a social life? Or is it just about Oprah, Jerry Springer?
It's important to know where you're going, why you're going there, and what kind of character you are bringing to that room.
Now, wouldn't that be refreshing?
Understanding that you are responding to the right brief because the brief is speaking to you, the artist. Yo, welcome to it. Episode 2, The Artist Corner. Behind the camera, Mr. KB Kabelo Tato, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. And of course, we've got Simo, the man behind the pen. You're not going to see him because if Kabelo pans, he's literally going to knock the light and he's going to drop to the ground and we won't have, come back. He's back, thank you. This is Book Your First Gig, Episode 2. Let's get straight into it, shall we? First and foremost, before you can get to that audition that allows you to book your first gig, somebody first and foremost has to send you a brief. So that person is either the casting director or the casting agent, your artist agent, your friend, your producer. But before you walk into any audition, you need to fully understand the brief, right? So what do you do when you get the brief? The brief is the one thing that is going to guide you and help you understand what it is that you need to prepare. There is no such thing as going to an audition to try your luck. Please just understand that and own that. There is absolutely no such thing as luck in an audition room. There is what they're looking for and what they're not looking for. So, when you get that brief, you break it down. What are they looking for? What does the character sound and look like? How old is the character? What is he dressed as? For example, you're not going to walk into an audition room to audition as a homeless guy, but dressed up in old GQ fancy, I'm about to hit the runway clothes. That's not you're not going to walk into an audition where they're looking for somebody who is in the president's office and you rock up in tracksuits. So that's the first thing. Help the casting director or the casting room see what they're looking for from the moment you walk through that door. Help them see what they're looking for from the moment you walk through that door. Before you even open your mouth, before you say a thing, before you even go, good morning, walk in as the character. Take that in. Walk in as the character. I'll come back to why I say before you even say a word. It's important that I as a director or I as a producer, for example, see what I'm looking for before I hear what I'm looking for. So walk in being the character and being in character and being the role. And keep this in mind. A friend of mine once told me this. In fact, it was Emmanuel Custis, who I've had the privilege of working with on different shows, Broken Vows, and now recently on Trackers, which was, that show. He always said this to me from the first time we met. He stayed in LA for some time and, did the Hollywood rounds and so forth. He always said this to me. Remember one thing. When you walk into that audition room, You are the only person not getting paid at that moment, on that day, in that room. Everybody that's there is already hired. Everybody that's there is already cutting a check. Even the guy that's pressing record behind the camera for your audition, he's already got the job. He's already getting paid to be there. You are the only artist or storyteller that is not getting paid in the room. So if that doesn't motivate you to go get it, I don't know what will. But you're the only one not making money, instead spending money to get to that room. Secondly, this is your show. The psychology of an audition is something that I feel has been misunderstood for so long, and it almost robs you as an artist of the right energy and confidence that you need to smash the audition. So you start off on an inferior back foot because you don't understand that the ball and the power is in your court. This is your show. The audition is your show. Everybody's come together and everybody's gathered to come watch your performance, to come bank your tape, to come see your trade and your art. So how do you help them make an easy decision? How do you help them bank on you? Walk into the audition room like you're walking into your performance. And the audience is already there. The seats are packed because they come in to see your translation of their character. So change the game. Change the approach. I'm going to stand up and try show you. Honestly, flip the approach. You do not walk into an audition room all timid because, I'm here to try my luck, I'm just seeing in case it works. I hope it does. No, that's not you. That's not you. The artist is walking into the audition room. The character is the reveal. So, how do you walk into the room? Without breaking the lights and the set. So, walking into the audition room is simply a natural act where you walk into the space, you look the room in the eye, because you prepared and they're ready for you, and you say, good morning. You're ready. And where's the power? You're placing the power in your court, and be still. Try center your energy before you get into your performance. Simply place yourself, engage with your eyes, and greet. That's nature, right? It's quite simple. That's humanity right there. You walk into the room, you say hello, but you're here as an artist to present something. And something that I can almost give you to take and own is the fact that with preparation comes a lot of confidence. So if you are thoroughly prepared to execute that audition, your confidence with the script, your confidence with the work and the content is already in check. And allow yourself the power you deserve as the artist. Now, don't just be at the mercy of the room. So if you're in the room and you're waiting to put your performance and present it, and somebody behind that camera is not ready to consume your performance, then you wait. You don't rush it. You don't carry on with your audition if somebody is busy texting a friend on the phone. It's a waste of your time. It's robbing your show. It's robbing you of your time in your preparation. So you wait. If you start your audition and you're in the middle of it and somebody's phone rings, pause. Or if somebody that's pivotal to this audition is on their text, you stop. And when they ask you, why did you stop? You go, oh, no, I noticed you're still busy on your phone, so I'll give you time when you're ready. I'll start. That's respect. You're respecting yourself and your time, but you also show in the room that this is valuable time and I will not allow for distraction during this time, because I've come all the way from where I've come from to come meet you here with my talents, and you've asked me to come here, so honor me. And you have every right to request that because you are here to present a performance. And of course, some things that artists, from what I've seen in my own audition spaces, and I've seen that there's a bit of a, you know, artists hold back from asking information. I would advise the opposite direction. I would say if there's something you're not sure about with the character, stop everything. Stop. That's my son. Yeah, I did say we're at home. So, my idea, my view, stop everything you're doing and ask a question. Before they count you down, say, sorry, before you go. Can I ask, is he from the township, or was he raised in the suburbs and eventually when the family lost the house moved to the town? You know what I'm saying? Because that offers context. If that's the example, for the director to go yes or no gives you information about your character. Sometimes these very audition briefs don't have enough information. Sometimes they don't, the briefs are so thin because they don't want to give away the biggest story before you get the job or not. They hold back, but you have every right to ask and get the answers you need so you can get to the conclusion you need. So, booking your first gig is literally in your hands. Booking your first gig is in your control. It's about understanding what is needed from you at that particular point so you can move on to the next level, which is banking and getting the job. What am I forgetting? I don't think I'm forgetting anything. These are like, I'm not going to give you that theory stuff that, that tells you about, language, and not yet. This is the point where we simply address and talk about the psychology of the artist that is walking into the audition room. And we are zoning in on the man or the woman behind the offering, the man or the woman behind the audition, because you are an artist who's presenting a character. You are always an artist who's presenting a character. And let me tell you about bankability. Artists that ultimately become the most bankable artists are artists who can take that instruction or that brief and make it work to fulfill the vision, which is everybody's vision. The director, the producer, the production designer, the art, everybody's here for one vision and one vision only. And if you as an artist play your part, you bring the chops or the goods or the strengths that are necessary so this vision can come to life. So think about it this way. As an artist, you need to help the production get what it needs. You need to help the visionaries and the creators get what they need. And the only way to do that is by playing your part and playing it to the maximum.
Hello, I'm going to share with you how I made sure that I booked my first gig. So 1.1, make sure that you know about the character. You have to read the character bio. Do not rush to learn the dialogue. It's important to know what the character is. Secondly, if it really helps you, translate the dialogue into a language that you understand, or even if it's still English, make it into an English that is most comfortable with you, because this is the dialogue that you're going to use to make sure that you're considered at the audition. Number three, timing is everything. Make sure that you are fully prepared when you go to the audition. Empower yourself with as much information as possible, because this might just work for you in an improvisation situation at the audition. And it worked for me, and I hope it works for you. All the best in the future.
That's it. I can't think of anything else. That is how you strengthen yourself and prepare yourself to book your first gig. So now, how many of you are out there as frustrated artists who maybe got one break in the industry and never got another gig ever again? And you're sitting there at home thinking, I've still got the itch. I still want to pursue it. I've just never gotten a gig since that gig. Or how many of you are sitting at home thinking, I've gone to at least 20 auditions and I've never booked a gig? Ask yourself a question. What are you doing in that room? Are you in the right audition? Are you what they're looking for? And are you bringing the right energy to the room? And of course, there's established artists who I work with on a daily basis in my own industry, who are working from time to time, but are possibly still making the same mistakes and same errors. Now, what I'm saying is not Bible. What I'm saying is not Bible. But what I'm saying has gotten me here to this point. What I'm saying has allowed me to build a career and build a life around that career. It's not rocket science. I'm simply an artist who offers acting services. The moment I forget that, then I'm most likely going to get lost in all of it, in the mess and the gray areas. So simply be the art and allow yourself to be nothing else but the art when you walk into that audition room. Yeah, you might be the sexiest girl, you might be known on commercials, you might be a hit on Instagram, you might be the hottest guy, everybody loves you, you've got the abs, it doesn't matter when you walk into that artist room. It doesn't matter when you walk into a performance space. Nobody cares. Just bring the character to work. All right? Welcome to the Artist Corner.